Alright, last time we were together we had just placed this door on our ice cream shop, and now we're going to make some nice windows. So to begin with, we're going to explore this tool, the tape measure. So as you select this tool, there are actually two different modes, and at the bottom you can see control toggles between the two. First you have create guides. So if I press control, it says control toggle create guides, arrow keys equals toggle lock inference direction. So let's see what happens. So now my guide is actually a line which would measure from one point to another point, which would be very useful, but for this particular step we're going to use it in the other mode. So I'm press control one more time, and now you can see it's placing a guideline, so a dotted line perpendicular to the travel of the tool. So let me go ahead, and now that we know how to use this tool, we're going to place a guideline 2 feet from the edge. Sorry. So I'm going to type in 2 apostrophe and then enter. So now I have a dotted line exactly 2 feet from the edge of this wall. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So it doesn't matter where you click. So I'm going to click and drag a guideline out and then type 2 apostrophe enter. So now I have a guideline 2 feet away from each side of the walls. And now I need to grab a very specific spot. I want a guideline that's horizontal, but it's on the surface of this wall. If I click here, the horizontal line will be sticking out from the wall, so they wouldn't intersect the current lines that we have. So I need to click in between the door and the trim right here, where I can still see the wall. I'm going to click there to start, and then drag up. And now I'm going to type in 3 apostrophes, so 3 feet from the bottom. So if this has been done successfully, if you hover your tool over where they intersect, you should see on the screen it says intersection on both sides. We're going to use this intersection to start our window rectangles. So if you have an issue with this, it's likely because you didn't click on the surface edge at the bottom between the door and the trim. That's where you want to click to form this horizontal guideline. And then we're going to now switch tools to the rectangle tool, and we're going to click on the intersection and then drag diagonally away. Our window size is going to be 8 feet by 4 feet, so 8 apostrophe comma 4 apostrophe enter. Then do the same thing on the other side, and you may need to readjust your screen a little bit so you can see where that's at, maybe orbit or zoom in and zoom out. Click there and then drag diagonally away again 8 apostrophe comma 4 apostrophe enter. Now we have 2 window shaped rectangles. Now we're going to make it a little bit more interesting by adding a trim border around. To do that, we're going to use the offset tool. So the offset tool, if it's not found in your list over here, you can click on the 3-dot menu, and you're looking for this tool here, the offset tool. So once you have the tool, you're going to click inside the rectangle, anywhere inside, and then move to the inside to offset the shape. Make sure that you're adjusting it inside the rectangle and not outside. And then we're going to type 3 and then the quotation symbol for inches, then enter. We're going to do the same thing on the other rectangle. So click anywhere inside, drag towards that little mark just so you can see it's adjustable, and you want to be inside the rectangle again. Type 3 quotation mark and then enter. The next step we're going to do is push-pull the trim out so it's more visible. So grab the push-pull tool and click anywhere inside that border that we just created. And then you can see now it's adjustable. And of course we want to adjust this outside. And it's going to be 3 and then quotation mark enter. Sorry about all the noise. Class just got out. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other window trim. Just click anywhere inside the trim and then do 3 quotation mark enter. So now we have a nice trim on all of our windows. The very last step is going to be just something that makes it look nicer. So we're going to find on the right hand side the materials option. So click on that to open, and at the little home icon, these are the materials that you've used in this project. So if you haven't used any materials so far, you wouldn't see very much here. But we're going to go over to the browse option, and then you see all these different categories of materials. I'm going to select glass and mirrors so I can see the different options there. And I'm going to choose this one here, which is a translucent glass, which is slightly blue. That would match my door window. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Now that it's selected, I can use it. There's a little paint bucket. I'm going to click on both of my windows, and you can see now that has made those surfaces translucent, so you can see through them just like glass. So that is the conclusion of this part of the ice cream shop. We'll continue on in a later video.